Alright, today we have another AP Calculus video, this one coming from question 2, part C, from the 2012 free response series. So here we have a lot of text, but we also have a picture. So we have R here, which is the region in the first quadrant that's bounded by the x-axis, so the x-axis, as well as the graphs of y equals ln x and y equals 5 minus x. So here's ln x, and here's 5 minus x. The horizontal line y equals k, so horizontal line, keep that in mind, divides R into two regions of equal area. So essentially, we can take whatever line, and we want it so that it's horizontal, so it's like this, and we want it so that the top half is equal to the bottom half. So it's maybe something like that. I don't know if that's exactly half, but that's going to be our line y equals k. And so we want to write, but not solve, an equation involving one or more integrals whose solution gives the value of k. So I don't necessarily think you need the exact value of k. This is a calculator section question, so I think it's fine without the value of k. So we'll just write the integral, because I think that's the most interesting part. So essentially, we want to basically find everything so that, the top half equals bottom half. Now, the way things are set up right now isn't very useful to do with integration, but what if we moved everything on its side? So we're not thinking with respect to x, but instead with respect to y. This way, we'll have, instead of top and bottom, we can think of this as the left side and then the right side. If we're looking at the y-axis, if we're kind of like flipping this on its side like that. So what we can do is set this up this way. So first of all, we don't really know what point this intersects at, but we do know this is 0, so 0 to k. So we can start by taking our integral from 0 to k, okay? Because this half is going to be equal to that half, and we don't know what value that's at, so we can just kind of use what we know. So 0 to k, whatever value of k that is, we can actually get it. So then what we're going to do is, because we're thinking, we're flipping this on its side, we need to know, which functions are going to work. But before we do that, we actually need to figure out the functions in terms of y, right? Because right now everything's in terms of x. We have ln of x and 5 minus x. So we need to take x equals. We need to make our equations like that. So for the y equals ln x, this, what is that going to turn into? Well, that's going to turn into x equals e to the y. And then for the second one, y equals 5 minus x, well, that's fairly simple. We can just move everything over, and then, we can move this 5 over and then make it negative. So then we take x equals 5 minus y. So then we need to figure out, so this one is x equals 5 minus y, and then this one is x equals e to the y. So if we're doing, if this is our bottom, and so this is kind of like the top, so top minus bottom, because that way then we get the area in the middle. So then what we're going to do is take 5 minus y minus e to the y. So we take 5 minus y minus e to the y. All of this with respect to y. That is going to be our integral. One thing that I wanted to add was the fact that this isn't actually fully the solution, because it's asking for an equation that gives the value of k. So in part A of this same question, question 2, part A, it actually asks you to solve for the area of the region of R. So what you could do then is, the solution to that is, so the solution to A is 2.986 or 985, whatever. So what you would do is say this is half of that, because it's going to be, because it's regions of equal area, there are two of them, so you split in half. So it's going to be half of 2.986. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.